Hello, whoever decided to click on this video. Today I'll be continuing to work on the off-road crazy cart, getting the frame done, getting this thing running. First test drive in this video. Let's get into it. Oh! Almost hit the camera. Alright, I cut out a pipe at the right size. Now I'm going to drill and tap a hole in here so that it cannot spin. I'm going to use this bracket from an electric fan that I bought for my Jeep that my model didn't need as the mounting plates to go to the bearing hubs. So I just finished this all up and I was really happy with it. I even put the motor on it and the chain and everything. It seemed to be working, and I was just about to show you guys when I realized I built it without this outer part of the steering column on. And with the outer part of the steering column on, this, it has to be moved. So anyways, I'm gonna have to take off these tacks and move this part back, which is unfortunate, but that is why I only tack these things together until I'm ready. So back to the shop for sure. Alrighty, there we go. It clears that now. So we're in business. All right, I got my chain down to size, and while I think I'll need a chain tensioner, which I'll use the bearings from this, but for now I can kind of do this for a test, but let's see if it does it without it. Hey, look at there. Dang, this thing goes. Yep, gonna need a chain tensioner for sure. My original plan was to make the motor movable, so it would be your chain tensioner, but it got a little too complicated with the amount of space and stuff I have here, so Now I'm gonna try to put a chain tensioner here. Okay, so I made up another roller out of a different PVC pipe, and then now I'm going to take these 3 holes and combine them together to create a slot for this to attach to and be able to move, and then that slot's just going to get welded right to the underside of this so that it can just move and be pressed against that chain. Okay guys, just got the tensioner on there, and this thing is probably gonna rip because just look at this. Oh my gosh, that is rowdy. This is more power than I anticipated having. So I think I'll have some reinforcing to do, and this whole bracketry system's pretty much figured out, so I'm gonna go ahead and full weld it, and I'm happy. All right, in order to test this thing, I'm doing something kind of stupid with a skateboard. Got the box of electronics here. Really don't want to break them, so I'm gonna be real careful, but we're gonna see what this thing's got. God damn, it's just sliding out so much. Oh, it's just sliding. There's no weight on it. It's really hard to test. Okay, well I tried to test it, but it's just slipping out so much and it's impossible to hold properly. With so little stationary parts, everything's spinning and moving, you don't want to grab it. But it has enough power to spin the wheel completely, so I think we're doing alright. Alright, I got the steering tower done. That's what I'm calling it. So yeah, a lot of extra room. Just enough clearance for this motor to clear there and then come all the way around and clear there as well. So you can go all the way 180 and all the way back. Super stable, super good. I'm super happy with that. So now all I gotta get is the back wheels, back caster wheels and all that system set up, and then we can take it for its first test drive, which is exciting. I do think I'm going to do some bracing between all this, but that's not necessary until our first test drive, so procrastination. All right, got the bracketry for the pivot for the wheels, so they pivot on there, and then the back and the front and it's bracing. I think it'll be plenty strong enough. I doubt that'll ever cave in or bend or anything, so just got to repeat the same thing on the other side and try to get it the same, so wish me luck. All right, I've gone through and mirrored that on the other side, and the next thing I'm gonna do is go through and add a bunch of other structural parts on the rest of the chassis. Got the frame all done. I think it looks pretty cool with all those angles and everything. If I had a bender, I'd have a bunch of round bits and stuff on it, but did pretty good for what I have. And I think it's stronger than it ever needs to be for the amount of power and abuse we're putting it through. So anyways, oh, and I also got the steering wheel on there. Super nice. Real quick, here's a good tip. If you are cutting down a bolt, run the nut on there first, so that after you cut it and clean up your edges and everything, you can take the nut back through and it'll clear the threads for you. So it's been very helpful for me. That might be obvious to some of you, but try it out. Okay, in order to link these two sides, I'm gonna go under this box and back up, but obviously these slide off upwards, so this part has to be removable. So I cut out this bar that will go underneath, and then I'm going to take a nut with a washer on it and weld it on the inside there, and then I'll drill a hole through whatever bar goes up, and it'll be unboltable, so you can take it off and everything will slide up. All right, I have the wheels on there and the system to tip and upright for both wheels. Works pretty well. The only thing is that whenever I go down, they do scrape because the whole car goes down. So I think I'm going to actually end up coming around the back side of the seat inside the little car. I think that'll work better, give us better ground clearance. But for now, I'm gonna test it like that and we'll see how it goes. So I gotta put all those electronics in that box and then zip tie some things up, and I should be ready to rip. I did end up full welding a lot of this bracketry because it kept wanting to bend when I sat on it. And then I just tacked this permanently in the drift position because it was really hard to hold up without the extra leverage that I'm gonna get when I have my lever here, and I'm gonna have to redo a bunch of that system, but for a test, let's go. Oh, what happened? Oh, no, the tack broke. Just on that side. Ugh. Oh no, it broke right there. Alrighty. Oh, that 2 seconds though was fun. I have a feeling it's something might break here, but I'm going to attempt to drive on the gravel out here, or on a road, to get to the barn. Eventually it'll be able to do this, but at the moment things are just tacked together, so I don't know. Hey, we made it! We made it. I think one side's a little lower than the other because it wants to constantly be like off to the side like this and drive like this, so alrighty. So yeah, this is getting a little looser down there. It's that plastic bushing I have in there, and then the fact that this keeper bolt doesn't go all the way back through. That'll all get sorted out in the final assembly and everything. Alright, you ready, Milo? You ready, Milo? Oh. Man, I'm just having a hard time keeping traction. You know what? Alright, if you lean forward it's better, and then I'm going to let some air out of the tire. See if that helps us at all. Crows are circling for when I die. Oh yeah, that helps a lot. Holy Jesus. This thing can rip. Okay, that is the slowest speed too. Let's turn her to fastest speed and see what happens. Almost hit the camera. I was trying to do a drive-by. Not that kind of drive-by. Oh, we lost our sprocket. I need to add a keyway to that axle. Chain still good? Yeah, chain's still good. Obviously, I have a lot of work to do to get this thing reliable, but it was really cool to see it driving. I definitely need the ability to angle the wheels backwards because it's just complete uncontrollable. I definitely need to stiffen up some things, weld some things fully, brace some things. Lots of work to do. So if you want to see it get a lot better, get the body on it, all that stuff, come back, watch the next part, subscribe to the channel to help me out, leave a like on this video. Thanks for watching.